In this video, I am going to show you how to upload multiple images in Laravel 8. Let's look at what we are going to build. Here, we have a form to upload a product and a table to display the products. Let's add a new product. I will give it a name and set its price. Also, let's select 3 images to upload. Now, let's save the product. We have a nice little alert at the top that says new product was added. We can see the added product with its price and image detail in the table. Clicking the View button will display all the product images. We will build this application from scratch. So if you are only interested in the code that adds multiple images, look at the timeline and skip to the part where I talk about that. I have a fresh install of Laravel 8 here. Let's first create product model with a migration and controller. Now, let's open our product model and make mass fillings possible by setting the guarded property to an empty array. Let's design our products table next. For that, open up the Create Products Table migration file and in the up method, specify the columns. We will create a title column for product name and a price column for product price as a string and decimal type respectively. Let's create an image model with a migration. We are going to store uploaded image information in this table. Similar to product model, let's allow mass assignments for image as well. Next, specify the columns in the image table. The first column is going to be a foreign key for products table. It will store the ID of the product to which the image belongs. The second column will store the name of the image uploaded. Before running the migration, let's log into MySQL and create a database first. Let's open .env file and fill in the database details. Let's run our migrations. Let's work on our welcome blade file now. Let's delete everything it has and start from scratch. To make styling easier, we are going to be using a themed Bootstrap CSS file from bootswatch.com. Let's use this Quartz theme. Download Bootstrap min CSS file. Paste the downloaded file into the public folder. Let's include this file in welcome blade file. Also, let's get the JavaScript bundle from Bootstrap website. To avoid including the JavaScript and Bootstrap CSS file in all pages, let's create a layout page. Let's create a content section here. The welcome view will now extend the layout file, and in the content section, we will place code specific to this page only, which is a form and a table. Let's check. Great, now let's write some markup for our page. Since we are dealing with file uploads, we must include the attribute enc type with value multipart form data. Let's check. Let's complete our form now with a price field, file upload input, and a submit button. Here, in the name attribute, we give an array as the value, as we will allow multiple images to be uploaded. Also, the attribute multiple will need to be appended here. We will also define the accept attributes with value image /* so that when we open the File Explorer to select the file, only images will be shown. Finally, add a Submit button. Let's fix the spacing issue real quick. Looks good now. In web.php, let's handle the /root in the product controller using a method named index. Let's create the index method in the product controller. In the index method, let's fetch all the products and return the welcome view with the products. Let's display all the products received from the index method in a table here. Let's check. Iterate through all the products using a for each loop and display information in table rows. Let's check. Let's make the call span 5. Looks great now. Let's make a one-to-many relationship between product and images so that we can fetch images of a product with ease. We can use this relation to count total images of a product to display in table. Now, let's get to the main part where we handle the form data. Let's create a post route where the form will be submitted and handled by the store method of the product controller. Let's hook up the form to this route. Now, let's create the store method in the product controller. Let's validate the form data first. Both price and title are required. The validated data will be stored in an array named data. This array will be then used to create a new product. Now let's add the product images. If request has images, we will iterate through each image and save it in the public folder. First, create the name for the image to be stored. Here, I am using combination of product title, current timestamp and a random number. Make sure that we name each image uniquely. Also don't forget to append the extension of image. Now, let's move the image inside public folder. Let's also create a record in the image table. After storing the product and its images, let's return back with a success message. Let's check if success variable exists in the session and display a success alert with appropriate message. Let's check. I will select 3 images. Great, our product was added. We can see a success alert at the top. On the right, our table now displays the latest product with its detail. Let's add another product as well. Now, let's add the functionality of clicking the View button to view all the images associated with the product. Let's add a images blade file in the Views folder. This view will also extend the layout file and in the content section, display all the images. Let's create a get root for the View button, which will be handled by the images method in the product controller. Let's hook the View button to the root we just created. We will now create the images method in the product controller that receives the ID of the product whose images are to be displayed. First, let's find the product with the past ID. If not found, we will display a 404 page. We will fetch all the product images using the relationship we created a while ago. Finally, we will return the images view with both the product and images. In the images view, let's display the product name and a button to go back. Also, we will create cards to display individual image. Let's iterate through each image and display the image in a card. Our image is inside the public folder, inside product_images folder. Let's check. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you learned something. For more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the next one.